Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So, today we're going to start with a new lesson, which is on page 38. I hope so. We're going to take vocabulary and grammar. It's going to be easy, but you need to pay attention. Make sure that you have your book with you. So, let's start. We're going to start with words easily confused. Oh, it's not working. So, words easily confused. We will have two words. You're going to put them in the blanks, but first of all, you need to know their meanings. Because in the exam, I'm not going to give you the same examples. I will change it. So, you have to know the meaning or the difference between them. Now, I have the word work and I have job. Now, both of them are very common. You know the meaning of them. But work is more general than the word job. Job means specific work that you are paid off. Also, work means activities that I have done, while job is my position. So, for example, I will use work by saying I was working in the house, which means I was cleaning. So, work can be in any activity and it's very general. It shouldn't be work like you will get paid like the job. While job is what? The position. So, for example, my job is a teacher. So, it is my position in Al-Fusha. But my work is what? In this job is teaching students. You see the difference now between them? I can use, by the way, the two words in one sentence by saying I worked in 3 jobs. Okay. Now, in this exercise, by the way, in this vocabulary, you have to read the whole thing in order to know which one is going to be in the first blank or the second blank. So the first one, Faisal has a new, he started last Monday. So Faisal has a new, yes, job, and he started work last Monday. Easy? Okay, now let's move on. Now the difference between employer and employee. We said that yesterday, so I think it's easy. Employer is the boss or the owner, while employee the people who work for their boss or owner. Tim Barkley is an blank of Fiji Bank. His sent him to Suva last week. So because of the last thing, he said that his what sent him. Who sent who? The employee sent the employer or the employer sent the employee? Of course, the employer will send the employee. The boss will send the people or the staff. So Tim Barkley is an employee of Fiji Bank. His employer sent him to Suva last week. Easy. So employee and then employer. Now move on to the difference between office, study and desk. Before we tell the difference between them, study is not the verb. It's a place, or sorry, it's not a place, it's like a table. Office is a room in your workplace. So my office in the school was upstairs. Study is a desk for writing, reading, or using computers. It is usually at home. So your study in your room, where is your study? At the back, at the front. So study is the desk that you write, read, or you study for your exam on. While the desk is a piece of furniture usually in your workplace or in your school that is used for one person only. So when you work, I have a desk in the school. Also you have a desk because it's only you who use this desk. By the way, I will give an extra point to the student who gives me the difference between desk and table. The word table. Okay, now let's see. We have the 3 words. We need to put them in the 3 blanks. But I have to read the whole thing. My brother is a graphic designer and has a or an blank on the 3rd floor of that building with a large blank in it. But he also works at home in his. So my brother is a graphic designer and he has a on the 3rd floor of that building. He has an office with a large what in it? With a large desk in it. But he also works at home in his study. Easy? So office, desk, and then study. The last one is the difference between company and organization. Company is a firm or corporation between two or more people to grow a business. Make sure or underline that it's about business. While organization is a group of people working together for a specific goal, and usually I call organization for places that is for charity. It doesn't have to, when you work in organization, sometimes they don't pay you because you only volunteer. Okay, so we have Khalid is the manager of a software blank, and in his free time he does volunteer work for a or an, which helps protect the environment. So of course, because it's a business, he's the manager of a software company, and in his free time he does volunteer work for an organization because it's volunteering. They don't pay Khalid for working in this organization. It's only for charity. Okay, easy. Again, I'm going to bring this vocabulary exercise in the exam, but with changing the sentences themselves. So you need to pay attention to the meaning. Watch the video again and again to understand the meaning, or maybe you can know the difference, search the difference between those two words, or maybe you can ask me. Okay, now let's move on to the grammar. We will have two kinds of grammar: exclamatory sentences and clauses of result. Let's start with the easiest one, exclamatory sentence. The meaning of exclamatory is this thing, this mark. I have question mark and also I have exclamatory mark. That's why I call it exclamatory sentence. Okay, I have four words. Those are the red four words that I use in exclamatory sentences. How, such, what, and so. So, I use how and so the same thing, and what, such and what the same thing. Not the same thing, the same structure. So the first thing is how nice, how good, how exciting, or as in the book, how thrilling. Okay, so I have how, doesn't have to be, by the way, in the beginning of the sentence. I use how, and then after it I'm going to use a noun. No, I'm going to use an adjective or an adverb. Okay, and then I have so. It's so modern, it's so nice, it's so pleasant, as you have in your book. Okay, again I have so plus the adjective or maybe the adverb. While such and what, it is such an expensive car. By the way, sometimes I follow such with a or an. Okay, such an expensive car. I have the adjective after such. I have the adjective or the adjective, and then I have the noun. Or maybe I can have the such after such. I will have the noun only, as you can see here. What a nice car. So whether I have after what and such the noun, or I can have the adjective plus the noun as here. Adjective plus the noun, adjective plus the noun. How can I have it plus the noun only? I can say, for example, what a day, what a dress, such a car, such I don't know, such a phone, anything. Okay. Okay, this is only the grammar. It's very easy, very clear. Okay, now let's move on to the clauses of result. Now, the clauses of result, as it's in the title, it's about the result. You're going to give me the result of an action. But first you need to tell me what is the action by using so and such. So let's see the example. There is no difference, by the way, between them. The problem was so difficult that we couldn't solve it. It was such a difficult problem that we couldn't solve it. So I will express my action by using so and such. The problem was so difficult. So what is the result? The result is that we couldn't solve it. So you're going to use so and such, and before telling me the result, you have to use a very important word, which is that. So it was such a difficult problem. Such means so, the same thing. What is the result of this? That we couldn't solve it. So I needed to complete this in your book. So plus what or the adverb? So difficult. Yes, the adjective or the adverb plus that, and then you're going to complete the sentence. And with such, it's the same meaning, by the way, just different structure. Such, it was such a bad day. So I'm going to have here day. Day is what? Adjective, adverb, verb? No, it's a noun. Yes. And then I'm going to follow it with that. So as an example, it was a nice day. So the result is what? That I remember every detail of it. Easy? Okay. Now, I'm going to send you, to upload for you a worksheet here. You're going to have questions about the exclamatory sentences and the clauses of result. Now, how you're going to answer? For example, let's say that this is your correct answer. You're going to choose this answer and you're going to color it with another color. So I will know that this is your answer. Okay? And the rest, the same. Okay. While the second one, you're going to complete the sentences. So, first of all, let me explain. I had a nightmare and then it blank scary. So I had a nightmare. This is the action. It was so scary that I couldn't sleep. Can you see? It was so scary, the action. And what is the result? I couldn't sleep. And you're going to complete the rest the same. Make sure that you have to erase this thing. Okay? Okay. So after you finish answering this worksheet, I need you to save it again like this. So the title of the sheet is what? Just a minute. Worksheet between brackets job satisfaction. And then you're going to do this. Then write your name. So save it again and then send it to me. Please don't forget that. Okay? And this is all for today. I hope you understand and have a nice day. Goodbye.